Have you seen this woman? Good, because we're gonna be recreating her makeup today. Hello guys and welcome back. What brought up the idea to make this video was that yesterday I bought a new bronzer. And I think if you know this woman, they're known for using a lot of bronzer. So I was like, I want to test out this bronzer and see if it's the real deal by doing the real deal of bronzer makeup. And if you've watched some of my videos before and you're like, why is your lighting kind of eating right now? This is the setup. So it better look good, okay? Alright, so let's just jump into the makeup. So, as you guys may have known, I think a couple months ago they put out a video where they all told us their makeup routines. They were all very similar, but I'm just gonna do Demitra's because... So yeah, let's just jump into it. Makeup brushes are not washed. My face is not hydrated, so let's get into it. So first she starts off with a skin tint. You're gonna be hearing this a lot. I don't have a skin tint, so I'm gonna be using the next best thing, which is sunscreen that low-key gives me a little bit of a filter. This is the brand if you want to know. Okay, so the next step that she does, okay, this is getting too much, but am I serving? Anyways, going with concealer because the skin tint was kind of like her foundation vibes. So she uses the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. We only have cheap brands over here, okay? We don't use no Charlotte Tilbury, no Patrick Ta. No things over 15 bucks, let's just say that. These are the two concealers that I have. I'm gonna use this one just because I low-key like this one better. So the thing about hers is that she puts it in the places that she wants, but then she lets it sit, and then she does her brows. But concealers like this, low-key, high-key dry really fast. She puts it here, here, and like that. Does she put it under her eyes? Like, if she doesn't, what the heck? I'm just gonna put some on my eyes. Like, I gotta do that, bro. I think me wetting my beauty blender did help with the blending out, but I also didn't let it sit like I said I was gonna try, so. And then if you blend it up, then that does, I think, give more of a snatch. I don't think she uses any contour, just bronzer, which is good for me because I don't have any contour. I mean, I guess that's it. I low-key can't see because of this ring light type deal. Next up, she does brows. She only brushes them out because she shapes her brows. Me too! So I usually put a bit of hairspray on the spoolie and then brush them out because I don't have a gel or whatever. Okay, next we're moving on to the bronzer and the blush. This is the bronzer that I just bought. It's from Essence. This one I just bought low-key the cheapest one because I just wanted to try it out and see if it looked good on me. But I think it'll work out. So this is the one that I have. And then I have the Butter Bronzer and then the Buttermelt Blush from two different brands. I was gonna get the Buttermelt Bronzer, but it was like 12 bucks. So to start out with bronzer, like, I'm gonna spend the cheapest amount of money. She takes a brush like this. This one has blush on it because I use it for blush. And this one I also use for blush. But I'm gonna try to use this for bronzer and this for blush because those are the kind of brushes that she used. So I'm gonna take my bronzer! Low-key scared. The most thing I'm scared about is that I'm gonna apply it and then it's gonna look muddy and like my face is dirty. Again, if you want to know, she uses the Patrick Ta one because everyone uses the Patrick Ta bronzer and blush. But that's probably like 40 euros and I don't have that kind of money, so we're using the Essence one that's worth 40 without the extra zero, you know what I'm saying? Here it goes. Low-key scared blush is gonna get on me. She goes like this. It low-key smells like coconut. She said herself she packs it on, so like, I I'm packing it on, okay? And then she puts them on her forehead, and then the same on the other side, and then she does a little dab on her nose. So let's do the other side. I kind of ate with the bronzer shade, not gonna lie. Even though there's only 2 shades to choose from. Okay, I think we're eating. So now I'm gonna take this and the Buttermilk blush. She uses the Patrick Ta one. I'm trying to blend everything out because I low-key put too much. Alrighty kids, now we're on to the next step. What am I doing? I forgot the step. Is it just, oh yeah, okay. Whoa. Actually, never mind. Now she takes a fluffy brush like this and takes her bronzer and then goes into the eye with the bronzer to act like eyeshadow, which I've done before. Genuinely a good idea. Now she does lip liner. This is my little bag of tricks. My little bag of lip products. She's low-key hefty. She's low-key hefty, but I barely wear a lip combo every day because I don't want to be like one of those people who's like, I'm overstimulated. But like, it gets a little bit gross at times. And also, I don't know how you guys do a lip combo, go out and it doesn't eventually get sticky because you're like, the whole time, maybe that's just a me thing. But like, or like you go out to eat, it's like, girl, why do you want a glossy lip? And then you're gonna eat a burger and like, I don't know. I don't think she told us a lip gloss or a lipstick or a lip anything. Loki, she might just ball with it and do lip liner. Study time, I actually went to Sephora with my mind set on like, I am going to get her iconic lip liner shade, Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut, that everyone was like, what lip liner do you use? And then we found out. She also uses NYX and other ones, like she switches, which is like, just use one so I can be like you. But like, she switches it up. I think she has like 3, which she said in the video, and one of them was the Makeup Forever that I just told you about. Anyway, the story time was that I went to Sephora to get that, and it was 25 euros, and I was like, wow, I only have $50 in my bank account. I don't really want to spend 25 bucks on a lip liner, so I asked the Sephora worker, because she was like, how can I help you? Or like, I said, could I try it on or something? The worker was actually helpful, which is a rare sight. Maybe it's just because Sephora people actually know what they're doing. But yeah, she was like, let me suggest a cheaper option from the Sephora collection. And I was like, wow, baddie. So she showed me a brown one, and I was like, I don't know, I think it's too dark with my complexion. And she was like, let me try this one. This is where she birthed, and she spawned. And I tried it on, and I was like, she's kind of eating. And then this was only like $8.99 or something. Like, that's the number that's coming to my mind. Usually I'm correct when a random number comes to my mind, not gonna lie. So this baddie was probably $8.99 according to my brain statistics. And the Sephora collection Pink Honey was born, which is similar to the Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. So this is the one that I've been using. This is my favorito. I also bought a NYX one a while ago that didn't have a tester, but the shade name was something nut. And you know how they have the little tip that's like shows you the color? It was brown, so I was like, okay, this diva is gonna be brown. I got home, it was orange. Don't know whose fault that is, but it was orange. So I haven't really been using that. I'm gonna try to use that more often to get my money's worth, but that's another one that I have. And then I have this little chipmunk, which I love the shade, love everything, just was never able to sharpen it. And the tip always, like the crayon always broke. I don't know what that's about, but I probably won't be purchasing this again because of that. I don't know which one to use. This one's more reddish and this one's more brown. Maybe I'll use the brown one. I'm gonna use this one al final. So this is what we have so far. Then she goes in with mascara and uses the telescopic mascara. I don't have that. I don't know where to get it. I've honestly never seen it. But I have this one from Rimmel London. I think she has a specific tactic for doing mascara, so we're gonna try the tactic, which I think is like top, middle, bottom, and then the whole thing. And then you have to wait for it to dry in between each thing. So this might take a while. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Then she cleans everything up with the Q-tip. And then with water or something, or she just wipes it up. Thanks for erasing all my hard work. And I think after everything, put one last layer. So that, I don't know how they get their makeup off at night. We're almost done. Now she does her nose contour-ish thing. Fun fact, she doesn't put any highlight. That's a little, I like to put highlight. By the way, by the end of the video, I saw her lips were giving hydrated glossy. Either she just drank water or she put a lip gloss and she didn't say anything. So I'm just gonna use a little chapstick. She takes like a dark kind of maybe lip liner by Makeup Forever. I'm gonna take my little thing that I use for my eyebrows and use this side, which is an eyebrow pencil, and just do the fake freckle thing, and then later we blend it out. Why is that kind of cute? An angled brush and takes a dark shade. So I'm gonna take a little dark grayish brown and then just try to swoop it, I guess. And goes a little bit darker on the inner parts of her lip liner. I don't have a darker one, I don't think. Oh yeah, maybe I'll... No, because I freaking lost that. I can't find my chipmunk. So I'm just gonna go in with the same dark shade for eyeliner and then just darken up the corners. Don't really know what that does. This is the finished makeup. This is the finished makeup. What do you guys think? So yeah, that's it for this video. I'm low-key eating right now because of my hair, and the makeup low-key too. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!